how weird was last year coming into a new program from another, and you have COVID restrictions, and I mean, did you feel like you were kind of bottled up in a way in some points as far as just being able to fully express yourself and be who you were? Or did you kind of feel like you fit in seamlessly? And how do you feel like you've grown like as a teammate and emotionally with your teammates throughout the offseason here?
I feel like they welcomed me in from the jump, so I never felt like an outcast. I always felt like I was a part of the team, if that makes sense. So it was natural going out there and playing basketball with them, in my opinion, because it was like I knew that they expected certain things out of me. So for me, it was like every game, I kind of always had in my mind, just go out there and play basketball, but realistically, that's not how it always goes. But I feel like they really welcomed me in and made me feel comfortable.
I mean, did you know going into the year, like Coach said, that you were going to at times be the focal point, that it was going to be on your shoulders? I mean, how did you did you embrace that role? Is that a role that you're confident in playing?
No, sir. That was something that they had to tell me over and over again throughout the season because I'm very like a relaxed, like chill person. If you actually got to know me, so for me it was like let me always get my team involved. Let me just play my role because I don't feel like this is my team. Like I feel like this is their team. They've been here the longest, if that makes sense. So for me, I feel like learning my role. So I thought I was just going to come in and provide for them what they need. I was not expecting that. No, sir. Not at all. Nope. Not at all. Nope.
Piggybacking off of that, what was the mental process for you to make that transition, that jump? Obviously, seeing it as a different thing, but thinking it is a different thing.
Repeat that question.
Just mentally, what was the buy-in for you to realize that this is my role and I have to accept it? What did it take mentally for you to accept that?
I really have a lot of, sorry to bring my parents in, but I have a lot of talks with my parents, and it took for her to really tell me, in order for you to get to where you want to go, you got to bring your team with you. So in order to bring your team with you, you got to provide what they're looking for you, from you.
What did you see from the team when they saw you accept that role? How much did that fire them up this season and into the off season here now?
I feel like when I'm fired up, I feel like the team is fired up because I feel if I get fired up in the right way, because I feel like I can be a negative person at times too that can bring the team down. But I feel like they are the type of team that when they see one person going hard and giving it their all, they will come with you for sure.
What did you think of them moving the 3-point line back this year? Does it bother you?
Nope, we're gonna shoot the ball. Yeah, right.
Because I mean, you were never really that close to the 3-point line last year when you took threes anyway, so it's pretty much it's all the same for you?
Yeah, pretty much, in my opinion, just shoot it honestly. If I'm open, I can see the rim, I'm gonna shoot it.
Where does that confidence come from to take those shots? Coach White?
Yeah. Just remembers to shoot it. I'm the first. He always tell me you're the first option. If you can see the help, take it. You can't pass it. So just know that I'm always the first option.
You, as the season went on last year, especially in ACC play, the last maybe month, it seemed like you got a lot more aggressive. You were attacking the goal a lot more, and that seemed like that's kind of when you were at your best, when you were able to mix that outside shooting with your driving. Is that something you tried to, just watching film and things like that, just try to work on coming into this year, being more aggressive?
Yes, I knew that the main goal was to stop me, get me off the 3-point line. So it's like, how can I still be a good part of my team, like impact my teammates in the right way, impact the game, doing something other than shooting the ball. So I knew that I could do more than shoot the ball, but I don't think that the ACC knew it. So it was like when they realized that I could do more than shooting, it was a different ball game. It was a lot more harder to score after that because it was always a face guarding not to get the ball in my hands at all.
Seeing this upperclassmen driven team, this experienced team, just how excited does that make you, and just seeing the level of play going up and the excuses going down?
Super excited. It's a big difference from last year to this year. Like you can see like a lot more people are taking accountability. I think it's a lot easier kind of talking to people. I know we still have our moments, of course. I think it's way easier like just having our one-on-ones with each other, being direct with each other, trying to pick the next person up. I think it's way better.
What are the conversations like if you guys have to have a critical word? Maybe it's not okay, you don't know what you're talking about. Now it's more of an understanding, it's acceptance, it's a family. And understanding that aspect of it, maybe understanding more accountability aspect of it, just having that year.
Ask that question again.
Sure, yeah, that was a really bad one. Just the category in terms of the dialogue, just maybe having more stern talking tos. If something doesn't go right, just how do you feel the team might be more equipped to handle that tough talk?
I feel like today we had a tough talk. I feel like we got your people that react and we got your people that's poised, and I feel like we balance each other out. So I feel like at times I overreact. I know that my teammates that don't react as much is going to calm me down, and I know when they need that extra push, that I can push them to get that out of them. So I feel like it may be uncomfortable sometimes, but I know that we all want the best out of each other, so we're okay with it, if that makes sense.
What's your relationship been like with Coach Bree, and what has she brought, and you try to pick her mind? I mean, what has she kind of told
I
you
love
about
her.
the game?
I really think that I think it's different when you have a coach that's just got done doing what you're trying to get to do, if that makes sense. So it's like I always ask her about my change of speed, my change of pace throughout the game. Like I feel like she really helps me with my IQ. I can read the floor pretty well, but I feel like she helps me see a lot more things that I really don't see, and just really help me stay calm. And like a lot of times I can get worked up and kind of like have my moments where like I kind of talk to people aggressive, not trying to, and I feel like she kind of balances out and tell me how to go approach them. So I think she helps me a lot in that aspect.
Anything else, guys? Good.
Good.
Thank you.